Hello everyone, welcome to my channel and welcome to this collective reading. Here I am being shown that you want to help some people but you are not able to help them. Like you, I'm doing auto writing and reading for this. So you want to help someone or you want someone to grow, you want someone to feel happy, become fearless, raise their vibrations. You want to do all of that for someone else. You want them to heal basically. But there are blocks, there is a lot of negativity in those people. Whosoever this person is, they have also disrespected you for you being good to them. Like they rewarded your love by giving disrespect to you. Okay, so as for the reading, I can see that whosoever it is, they disrespected you. They tried to throw their garbage on you when you were actually trying to help them clean the garbage and put it in the dustbin. And it seems to me that you are the only person who can help these, either it's more than one or it's one, this or these characters. You're the only one who can help them, and in some way I think they also realize it, but they have a big ego. So they have an ego. They don't want to fix themselves or release their ego. I think they also are traumatized. Whosoever it is, it's a person who cannot trust anyone. They have trust issues, lots of trust issues, and they don't know how to talk. They have a bad tongue, like they have a poisonous tongue. So now we have this really good clarity that whosoever you want to help has a poisonous tongue. They may also be good. I mean, they have good qualities also. They could be a good person at heart. You have seen their goodness, you have seen their funny side, you have seen their loving side. But their loving side is probably very, very less, or they show it less. What they bring out more is their anger, frustration, negativity, ego, disrespect, bad words. Whosoever this person is, they are really quick to drop negative words, and negative words don't hurt as much or as such unless they are not pointed towards other people in form of blame. Whosoever this person is, they blame other people a lot. Now, blaming someone in order to heal yourself, heal your own wounds, it can be one of the things, one of the places. Like I've noticed, even in the inner work journey, the initial stages is all about blaming others. It's all about they did bad to me, they did bad to me, they did wrong to me, or there's blame to God, or there's blame to destiny. So the problem is an outwardly problem, it's an external problem. And if you tell these people that, look, you need to heal yourself, if you want positivity in your life, if you want to attract love, if you want to do all these good things, and you need to heal yourself, you need to heal yourself from within, then they take that also very offensively. Oh, are you telling me that I should forgive those people? Oh, are you telling me that I need to do the healing? So, what else is the solution? So, lots and lots of issues they give, okay? Like they don't listen to solutions, they get angry. Most of the times they are raging. So they are so blocked from inside. Because of that blockage, other people block them and they don't know this. They think that others are bad, others are blocking me, others are avoiding me, others are ignoring me, others don't want to talk to me. But the blockage is inside these people. They are so blocked from love. They never see love. They never see forgiveness. They never see your kindness. They never see how much you do for them. They never see how much of shit you take from them. You've taken from them. Or how much of your love, time, and effort and energy you've given to them. What they see most of the times is what is bad, what is wrong. So they are blocked from within. Whenever we are blocked, even for any human being for that matter, when we are blocked from within, when we are scared from within, we always see it outside. We always see it in other people. Other people are bad, other people are negative, other people are angry. We see it like that, especially when we want to heal, especially when we want to have a good experience. Okay? So now you want to help someone, you want them to be happy, you want them to see the other side, you want them to come to your side. You're on the other side, you're on the green side, you're on the happy side. You want them to grow, you want them to see the truth, you want them to see there's nothing to be scared. You want to tell them that, hey, just first take that step. Forgive, 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 forgive. Let go, let go, let go. And don't entangle. Forgive, don't entangle. And after forgiveness, you can have conversations with people. Okay, but you don't have to entangle with people. And you're trying to give them this solution, but they are not getting it. Okay, so there are big blocks. There is a reason why you want to help these people. I think you also want to help them because somehow it will also benefit you. I feel it benefits you. It's a mutually benefiting situation. You feel that their blockages or their negativity is something that you want to deal with as well, because you want to learn something from this whole chapter. Because this collective reading is for those people who are doing inner work and could also be helping others, or it could be in situations where you really love someone and you feel that their good qualities are really good, so they should be out more, not the bad ones. Any which way, you want to help these people because you feel that helping them will benefit you, helping them will be good for everyone. They can also contribute for the raising of the frequency of the vibration of planet Earth. They can also help in this, they can also contribute, they can also be a part of this movement. They can make their karma better. They make their karma better, it's good for everyone. And when they are happy, you feel happy too. I've noticed this type of energy is there. We can miss out on it, but I think the benefit is when these people are happy, it makes you also feel good. Like, okay, look, they are having a good time, they're happy, they're relaxed, they're joyous, they are healed. So it benefits you in some way. That's why you want to help them. Yeah, I see that. Okay, now you would know better what is that benefit. You would have a personal, maybe individual benefit, or you could have the same that I picked for the collective. For the collective, your actual goal is, because you are a mission oriented person, you're a very selfless person, I can see here. You're a very loving, kind person. So you want to help them out because helping them helps in lot of causes and it helps to make the energy better. But you're also realizing something from this whole scenario. You are feeling as if you are playing some kind of a role in their upgradation, or you're playing a role in their evolution. Yeah, their evolution. You feel that you are somehow over there to help them out, like you are an important piece of the puzzle. That's also the reason why you want to help them out. Okay, now the only reason why you can't help these people, you feel as of now, is because you're becoming the doer, I think. You're becoming the doer, or you're depending on these people. You feel that if they're not going to do the work, or they're not going to become better, or they're not going to become happier. It could be in a romantic connection also. Maybe you want your partner to heal, to become better, to be in high vibration, to be a happier person, to do all those things, but somehow you're trying to take charge of the situation. And maybe this reading is going to help you out not to take charge of the situation, not to be in doership mode. So you are taking control basically. You have to let go of the control, and you've realized it yourself, and maybe this collective reading is acting as a bridge or as a medium to let you know that don't take control, don't think about anything. Don't be so sad for them. Don't feel anything for them. Don't think about their healing. Yeah, I know it sounds a bit weird. Like, why should I not? Should I not think about these people? The reason you can't think about these people is that God also can help those who want to help themselves. If they don't want to help themselves, if they're so angry, so raging, so disrespectful, so egotistical, so negative, so traumatized with whatever they've gone through, God will help them. You leave it to God, and I think you let go and you let God. You stop thinking that you're in any which way, shape, or form playing any role. If they want to be healed, and if you do feel that yes, you are in the center, you are the piece of the puzzle that they need to reach to in order to heal, they need to let go of their ego in order to heal, they need to respect you, all of that, then too, you don't bother about it. Let God decide. Let God help them see the love you have for them. Let God see all the pain you're taking for them. God will make them realize. For sure, God will make them realize. If you are genuinely that piece of puzzle, if you're genuinely the bridge that they need to reach to in order to cross over, if God has made you the medium for their healing, for their growth, for their progress, God will do it some way or the other. It will be done. But you need to step out from the picture. You need to let go of the doership. You need to do your own thing. You need to love your life, enjoy yourself, and maybe focus on those. At the moment, you should focus on those people who want to get healed from you, who are willing to be around you, who love you, who see you. Those who don't see you, what's the point going and explaining it to them that, look, you need to do this, you should be happy, you should be joyous, blah, blah, blah. There's no point giving them a sermon or a lecture or even that shoulder when they don't care about it. The timing is not correct, so let them be. It's not their fault, it's not your fault. Okay? So, as I said, that you're also learning from this, learning to let go, learning to not take control, learning to not take charge. I personally feel even in my work, like I can also relate with this a little bit here, that even in my case, when some people ask me, who is doing the healing? You're doing the healing. I'm not doing the healing. I'm not doing these channelings. I'm not doing these collective readings. There's a superpower that does everything. All the credit goes to the superpower, to Supreme, to Masters, and to Source. If Source wants to do something, they'll do it. Like some people have written on my comments also that the views are not coming as much as they should. Maybe there is a reason behind it, maybe there is a problem with the algorithm, or maybe God wants only these many people to see it right now. Maybe later on, because I see 4 years old channelings also, 5 year old channelings also. There are people who are watching them today, and now it is making perfect sense to them. So, if those 5 years, 4 years old, timeless readings can be helpful for someone in the now, in the here and now, then you can imagine there are so many people who are learning all the time. There are so many people who are upgrading all the time. There are so many people who are in this twin flame ascension journey. From different dimensions, there are people who are doing this inner work. We see everything, like human beings see it very three dimensionally, but things are not so three dimensional. As you go higher in the 4D and the 5D, time itself will not be the same. You'll never see time the same way. You see, all the people who've evolved, they never talk about age, they never talk about numbers. People who are in lower frequency in 3D, they say, oh, I'm this old, I have not done this. Oh, I'm that many years old, I have not done it. But as people raise their vibration, they are like, I just want to do something and I'll do it. They don't give a damn about age or numbers. They have that positive energy, that high vibrational, that youthful energy is there even in an 80-year-old. You meet an 80-year-old, 90-year-old, you feel like you're talking to a teenager. That's the type of energy they have. I've seen so many people in the parks also. They're running, they're very good runners, and they are like 80 years old, 70 years old. And then there are also those 70, 80-year olds who cannot even get out from the beds. They need help, they need some kind of support, they need clutches, they need other people to help them out, even move up and down, they need someone support. And then there are people who are doing the opposite of it. So age is just a number for some people. Why? Because they've crossed that kind of blockage. So could be possible that people you're dealing with, they have many blockages, like their sexuality, like their age, like their gender, like something else. Money. They think money, oh my god, age, gender, sexuality, blah blah blah. So they are not able to do things because of those blocks, and we all need to get out of those blocks. So I hope this channeling, this collective reading can help everyone who's watching it. Okay, I think this is pretty much it. There's nobody's fault, and we just need to do our inner work. We just need to let go and let God do all the magical work that God is doing any which way. Don't forget to chant the name of Ram. Chant the Ram mantra as much as you can. It will strengthen your solar plexus. And you need solar plexus healing. No twin flame can grow or enhance their energies, or they cannot get the masculine feminine union happening without the help of Ram mantra. Ram mantra is what creates union. So I will see you in the next one. One love, peace out, and victory to Ram.